Hey, this is Robert's First Aid. We're going to talk about carpal tunnel, tightness in the forearm, in the hands, and all the way up through the shoulder into the neck. All right? So, what we want to do, which is why I developed Quantum Stretch, I want to show you why it works. You go get a massage and you're working on a muscle and you're massaging that muscle, you want to get underneath it. When you're doing a roller, you're doing the rolling just this muscle, whether it's the quadricep or whatever, but what's underneath it is more muscle, more nerves, more tissue. How do you get at that? The only way you get at that is with right angle hand stretching, guaranteed. I mean, there's a lot of good yoga positions, but when your hands are at a right angle, your connective tissue is all attached to the right angle hand. So when I take I take a regular hand like this, and I do some position with my hand like this, there's nothing to it. But when I take my hand and make it a right angle, here it locks the tissue from the wrist all the way up to the elbow, all the way up to the back of the neck. The forearm is connected to the back of the neck. You get neck pain, could be coming from your forearm. So when you do this, straighten your arm, make a right angle with your hand, and then bring it down to your side and just slowly raise it up and stop there. You'll feel it all in your arm and in your hands. It might hurt. Stay there. For 8 seconds, it takes the tissue to move and stretch on its own. I'm stretching right now without even doing any motion. When I add motion to it, turn, I pull more tissue all the way through. It spirals up. When I bring it out to here and have a good right angle, or even a slight right angle, you'll feel it all the way up your arm. Let that hang out for about 15 seconds. You can move it behind you. You can do a little bit of movement, slow, and stretch that tissue out all the way up the back of the neck. Then I can take my head and I can turn, bring my arm to different positions slowly. Let that tissue stretch from the pectoral all the way to the wrist, all the way up the neck, and then let it down. And notice what you feel. Blood flow, movement, space. That is great. Check out Quantum Stretch with the right angle hands.